Hey y'all, I'm back with another video and I wanted to get y'all thoughts. I need to get y'all perspective because if you are like a 90s baby like me, you grew up remembering watching that show, Making the Band. Season 2, not the first one, not the one with the boy band, but season 2 with Dylon, Babs, Sarah, Ness, Chopper, Freddy. That's everybody? Yes, that season. I'm going to talk about that and that infamous scene. That scene would have went viral nowadays if it would have came out. But that infamous cheesecake scene. Because
I'm doing some cheesecake. You got that much ego?
Mixed feelings about it. Watching it as a kid, I was just like, dang, that's crazy. But never really knew how long they were walking. You know what I mean? I never realized the length, and nor did like MTV tell us. Nowadays they would put stuff on the lower third, like 2 hours, 3 hours. They would tell us, but they never gave us like how long they were walking. But it just seemed like something real bad, real crazy because of how Bass reacted. Bass was snapping. She was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Yo, it's crazy. If I walk to Brooklyn, I'm going home. That's the I live, y'all. I'm not walking to Brooklyn. It's crazy.
So it's just like, all right, I knew from when I first watched it as a kid that it had to be something real long, real crazy because of their reaction. So then I decided to go on YouTube, YouTube University, YouTube Netflix. You can watch a little bit of everything on there, find a little bit of everything on, here. And I realized watching it as an adult, I kind of was more so on Diddy's side because I started watching this season. And I'm like, dang, they was really ungrateful. Like Diddy, Jay-Z, like those people back in the day, they're still relevant now, but like they was in their prime back in those times. So it's just like, y'all got an opportunity of a lifetime. You know how like most people, when they like going for their dreams, they got to sell mixtape after mixtape, do shows after shows. Not to say they weren't doing that previously, but you really got to grind. But here you are, like next to them, like one of the top record producers in hip hop, and he has the potential to change your life. And y'all acting like this, like I had a new mindset because I realized like how hard it is to get put on. You know what I mean? Like the things that you have to go through to get from A to B and to really make it in the industry. You hear a lot of people's backstories where they had to do a lot before they made a big break. You know what I mean? So here they are, they have an opportunity to actually make it. So I'm like, dang, if they should have just went. And nowadays it's different too, because if I have to go and get some cheesecake or go walk really far, we have iPhones. We gonna listen to audiobooks or music just to kind of make the time go by faster. So I guess I get it from that perspective. Like, dang, they ain't have nothing really to distract them. But I was doing research online about the story and the behind the scenes. So we're gonna talk about that. So I was like, yeah, they should have went. They should have went. And remember that infamous scene how like LL Cool J was like, I would have walked barefoot on glass to Brooklyn just to get put on. And that's the way I started to realize, and I felt like, dang, yes, like, all right, going to get cheesecake, that's so little. Like you're literally by Diddy. You're literally by the person that like makes people careers come to life. Y'all like, he knows your name. He knows who you are. Versus your everyday average person, you know what I mean? They're like grinding behind the scenes. Nobody knows who they are. They hope that they can run into Diddy one day. And here you are right next to him. So I was like, okay, yeah. As an adult, I don't see nothing wrong with them going. So then Cinquetta went and did her research, and allegedly, like, it was like a mixed bag. So really, from where they were to getting the cheesecake, it was really supposed to be a 3.5 mile walk. And according to Google, it says that this takes about 17 miles per hour or about 35 minutes. So really, the way there was about 5 miles, which should have took them like an hour and a half to do, like walking briskly at a normal pace. But I also read other articles where it says it actually took them longer because, they may have stop, start kind of thing. So I heard that it actually took them like 4.5 hours. I found something that said the group eventually made the 3-hour journey on foot to Brooklyn for the dessert. So it actually took them 3 hours, so double the time that like it usually would take had they made. And I will give them that. I heard it was cold. Now looking back, I see how Sarah had on like Sarah had heels on. I'm like, dang, you know, like she was really going for it. So now that I'm older, I'm just like, that was a long walk, you know. And I also found out that Dylon and Fred, you know, that was my favorite, Fred. Dylon and Fred, they took a cab back because they said the rules were you walk to get the cheesecake. It said nothing about walking back. So I'm like, they look at them finding loopholes. And I also learned that they could not take a taxi, they could not take a cab, they could not do none of that stuff. Like all that was prohibited, like for what Diddy wanted, you know. Because I think that's interesting too. Now, like fast forward to like how we do things, that cheesecake would have been like DoorDash, you know, like, but they probably would have prohibited us from doing that too. But yeah, all those things were out. But Dylon and Fred said that they took a cab back. Like they didn't even go back. And we know that from the episode. They didn't even go back to see Diddy. They went back to their hotel, and that was just the end of that. So I want to know how y'all feel. Like, all right, now could a situation like that work in 2021? Like, let's say it's your dream deal. That's the thing. Like, okay, but then it's almost like, okay, I get it's your dream, but at the same time, it's like, okay, it's more than one way to skin a cat. But you're also so close to the person that can change your life. So it's one of those things. Someone brought up a good point. Like, was Diddy trying? Like, it's two sides. It's two sides of the argument. Was Diddy trying to humble them, or was Diddy trying to break them? Like, was it some initiation fraternity kind of like break you down to build you up type time going on with that situation? Because when I was reading the comments on the video, people was funny. They were like, he know good and well he wouldn't make Biggie walk to get some cheesecake. And I'm like, you know what, that is true. He wouldn't make them do that. So, but maybe Biggie paid his dues other ways. Like, in a way, they have a shortcut to success in a way. Although they had to compete or whatever, it was still fairly simpler. They got on kind of easier than your regular everyday up and coming inspiring rap or singer or something like that. Like I said, you know, most people have to put foot to the pavement. They gotta go talk to this person, talk to that person, do these shows, you know what I mean? Versus them, they in their process was, you know, it was a competition. It was a process again to the band. So they had to go through some things too. But it was just like, you know what I mean? 1, 2, 3. And they got it. So in a way, I get what Diddy was trying to do. But could it have been a little, I don't want to say easier, but could it have been like a little bit more less humiliating? But was it really humiliating? Oh my gosh, like I know I keep going back and forth. That's why I need to like figure this out in my own mind. Ooh, would I do that today? If someone could help me, I would. Okay. If it was somebody I wanted to get close to, like Damon Dash, you know, if I was to meet him and he's like, you know, I'm gonna help you with your branding, Cinquetta, but you gotta walk to Brooklyn and give me a cheesecake. As long as he tells me hit a time where I can have, like, you know, the right sneakers, some water, my iPod, my iPhone, that was back in the day, my iPhone and some headphones, I would surely go. You know, I would make a little thing out of it, you know. Nowadays, as content creators, I will vlog. Look at this. This is my process, my journey. You know what I mean? I would make something out of it, you know, nowadays. Now, if I had to walk 3.5 miles or 3.5 hours one way and back without those things, I would still do it. I don't think it's that bad. I can't really tell. You can't really go by that person's intentions, because if Diddy was trying to punk them or whatever, that's what it was. But it's up to you to how you receive it too. And I feel like if this is somebody I really admire, I'm about to work close to them, they can really change my life, I'll do it. You know what I mean? You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better. So I probably would do it personally. Especially if it's right there. I'm that close to it. Why not? Yeah, why not? So those are my thoughts on the whole situation. What y'all think about it? Like, drop a comment below. I decided to do this for my Throwback Thursday because, like I said, it's one of my favorite shows, best show ever. Let me know how I can buy the DVD collection because, y'all, I've been trying. I've really been trying to get the band DVD collection and add it to my other DVD collection. That was reality gold. That Flavor of Love, like those were the shows back in the day. You couldn't tell me nothing. And why wasn't they on the Bad Boy reunion tour? Now that's something Cinquetta would have went to. I mean, right there, okay? Because that's like my time. You know what I mean? Like it was just something that you never seen before on TV. Like it really was groundbreaking. You know, now we're used to a bunch of basketball wives, this and that. We're used to that kind of television, but back then it was very like monumental. So I love that show. Best show ever. Next to Andy Dix, the assistant. MTV had like them good shows back in the day. I miss it. Remember Real World, Road Rules, the challenges? Like those shows used to be so good. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.